A lot of guys online that are telling other young men that they should be willing to cheat on their wives and girlfriends. And Andrew Tate went famous saying this, and now there's a bunch of like the red pill horde, like the men with herpes and like the burning fire sensation in their dick when they urinate. All these men, they go podcast to podcast talking about like, yeah, a high value man can sleep with multiple women. And I've been one of these guys saying this bullshit. And obviously then you see the light and you realize how stupid this is. So it's weird that I have to make a video to say that cheating on your partner when you've had a committed relationship with them is, of course, not the right thing. And I want to break down this argument. So imagine it's me, by myself, versus all of these high-value man. There's Tate in his Bugatti, then there's all the fucking drones sat there in their high-value man shirt, smoking the cigar, thinking, yeah, we're so cool, guys. Oh, bro, take a picture, bro. Oh, no, take a few more pictures, bro. I don't really look good in this one, man. Like, you know, Andrew Tate, bro. Fucking weird, bro. Sorry, bro, I'm getting a bit too emotional. Listen. Let's talk about the pros and cons of having an open relationship when it comes to specifically with like a woman that you really like. This specifically means, okay, there's a woman that you like, she wants to be with you, you actually want to be with her, but you still want to like fuck other girls, right? Let's talk about the cons of this lifestyle that Andrew Tate is talking about, and all of these red pill degenerates, again, the ones with the herpes, that they're recommending that you should do, that you should stay, you know, you should have an open relationship, you should be able to fuck other girls. Here's the cons of that, right? Let's talk practicality. There's the danger of STIs when you're sleeping with random girls. There's the pain that your woman will go through. There's also, just to be very practical, the few hours that's wasted when you go and meet a new girl. You know, how are you meeting these girls? You've got to go out there, you've got to invite them over. You're spending like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours every week. When you're a hard-working, high-value man like these guys all pretend to be, that time is very valuable, and to exchange that just to sleep with some random girls, usually not worth it. It's the headache and it's the sacrifice of the more committed love that you could have with your girl. You see, none of these men know about like the sort of spiritual advancements in love. Just having a girl who sleeps with you and says that she loves you and you love her is like level 1. You can love a woman until you feel like you have literally become light. Do you understand what that means? You can love a woman so much that your nervous system merges with hers and your heartbeat synchronizes. And that may be one of the best things you could possibly do for your health. You know, all these little bots, all these little drones, all these little red pill men with herpes and a burning dick, they all talk about, yeah, you know, health is really important, guys. Fitness is really important. And here they are at 1 a.m. drinking at the club, trying to get more stinky hole. There could be hundreds of cons in this list, right? So let's talk about the pros of this list, of the positive of cheating on your girlfriend, of cheating on your wife, of having an open relationship. And this is also coming from a guy who's done this himself, right? I'm not some guy who's just speculating. I had an open relationship to begin with. You want to know what the pro is? What none of these guys will actually break down. The cons goes down for 100 reasons of hurting your woman, of this distraction with lower quality girls who, of course, you're just hooking up with. The pro is ejaculation, and it stops there. The massive list of cons and the positive side is ejaculation. Like you're some fucking monkey. Like all these guys you see running from podcast to podcast. I'm a high value man. Smoking the cigar and shit. Yeah, put the sunglasses on, bro. You look fire with those on, bro. The positive of this is just ejaculation. These men who tell you to be disciplined, these men who talk about like, oh yeah, high value men are disciplined, bro. We provide for women, bro. We go to the gym and do some push-ups, bro. And they can't discipline themselves to overcome like number one primal monkey human desire, ejaculation. They're all fucking little monkeys. They're all little monkeys, little simpletons. This is what their height of experience is. This is what you see with men who have stayed stuck in this insecure, egotistical, boyish psychology where they're afraid of taking a step into the spiritual path because you lose some status, you lose some like ego validation in the material world. You see, when you stay stuck in the material success world like these guys, all these guys are in, right? Well, you don't have a connection to anything deeper than you. You don't even believe that you have a soul. You don't experience like deep, genuine love, nourishing love. So what's left? Stinky hole. That's the height of their life, is stinky hole. It's just attracting some random woman that they don't even like and just ejaculating. That is the height of these men's lives, ejaculation. They'll talk to you about being on your purpose and working hard. But what are they doing that for? They're doing it for ejaculation. They are monkeys. They are simpleton. This is why every time I don't often see a lot of YouTube stuff because I have like extensions which block out YouTube, so I can't see a lot of the bullshit. But every time I do end up maybe going on YouTube on my phone for whatever reason, I'm uploading one of these videos and I see like another one of these degenerates who've went on like another podcast saying the same things. Well, a man can cheat on a woman and a woman can't cheat on a man and all this stuff, bro. I'm literally, having experienced that myself, having been a little fucking follower of these guys and doing it in my own relationship, I'm telling you, the pro is ejaculation. That's literally the benefit of doing this. It almost sounds stupid, right? Because all this time we've been learning to overcome ejaculation, to learn to overcome this like little boyish psychology of just needing to like spray your fucking seed, of realizing that there's actually power in withholding that. And so imagine sacrificing some of the quality of your relationship, of the like how secure your woman could feel in love, for ejaculation. And these same degenerate men with the herpes, with the burning dick, will reply to this and say like, oh, well, no, your woman will, she doesn't respect you, Hamza, but like, if your woman really respects you, she doesn't care. That's fucking bullshit. If she's a broken woman, if she's low quality, if she's already damaged as fuck, then yeah, sure. But at that point, she's already mentally disabled that you wouldn't even want to spend time with her. But if she's anywhere near sane, she is going to be hurt when she likes a man and that man is still sleeping with other women. Of course he is. Of course this is the case. And you want to know something which is actually even more interesting. The most popular influencers you see these days, they're not actually as like successful old school men as you think. All these men try to come across as these like sort of traditional men, hardworking men, old school men. Old school men got married and they had children. All of these men, again, they're just modern day boys dressing up in like their little daddy's suit saying, yeah, I'm a higher value man. Bro, take a picture, bro, quick. Come on, quick. I don't like smoking cigars, but Tate does it. So go on, bro. Oh, come on, let's go to a podcast, bro. Let's go do a podcast. Just sit still. Just sit still and stop cheating on your girl and stop ejaculating, bro. Like, your life would be fine, but no, I've got to go podcast. Oh, yeah, I'm working all the time, bro. I work on my phone all the time, bro. Oh, join my high ticket program, bro. Oh, yeah, it burns when I pee, bro. Yeah, this is why, because you're cheating on your woman like a fucking pathetic little monkey, little dog. Oh, I just can't do it. I see these guys, like I saw one clip, I think it was like Sneeko arguing with one of these guys, saying like, okay, well, you're disciplined in every area of life. Imagine he's like Sneeko, or maybe it was someone else, talking to one of these degenerates, saying, okay, you talk about discipline, you talk about fitness, you talk about money, you're saying that, to be like disciplined in every area. Why can't you be disciplined in this one? And it's such a good point. So you must admit, like these men must admit, just put their hand up and say, yep, I'm a degenerate. Yeah, I'm willingly damaging myself and also this woman. Yep, they've got to say that, but they won't ever say that, right? And here's another point, which is super fucking interesting, right? All of the same men that you've seen, exactly the ones I'm talking about. Again, the ones who have literally got herpes, their dick burns when they pee. They won't say this. They won't fucking say this to you, but of course it would. Like, when they casually mention, yeah, I've slept with hundreds of women, bro. What do you think their life experience is when it literally burns for 5 minutes when they pee, for every fucking time they have a piss per day? Oh, high value man, bro. Take a picture, bro. What gets weirder about this? All of these men, the red pill podcast degenerate guys, they all know the damage they're doing. All of the same guys you can imagine, they all speak about the concept that a woman is hurt and damaged when she has casual sex with another guy, right? A lot of us know this in this modern day, and a lot of these guys have went famous, Tate went famous, and all the red pill guys say this, that when a woman has casual sex, she's damaged. And it is actually true. The spiritual guys know the reason why this happens. These red pill guys they're quite like simpletons, so they don't really understand anything. For what actually happens, let me just give you a side note of what my understanding. The reason why women are actually hurt through having casual sex with a guy, you've probably heard, it increases her chance to cheat on you later, it increases her chance to divorce you. People don't actually understand why this happens. It just seems like, yep, she had sex with someone, so she's like worse off now. What actually happens, which I've heard now, is that women actually store trauma deep inside of them, and specifically inside of their vagina, which sounds weird for me to say, but it's stored specifically in a part of the vagina called the cervix, the deep part of the vagina, which you could touch through having sex with them. And a lot of guys guys will know this, that if you've had sex with a woman and your dick goes like too deep, instantly she gets like a jolt of pain. That's almost like this sort of underlying trauma that's deeply rooted inside of her. And it sounds like it's purely like unscientific what I'm saying. If you just research a lot of like the spirituality, sexual side of things, this is well known in the spiritual side, and even in like religions and everything. This is why a lot of religions talk about the importance of, you know, her being a virgin at marriage. But it's specifically that there's trauma stored inside of her body, and you can actually release that as a man. So if you really love a woman, you can actually be the one to like release that trauma inside of her, as she can do it for you. And I won't give you like the teachings myself because I'm very new to this, but you can just go and research the book Enlightened Sex Manual by David Deida. That was just a quick side note, but my point was, these men, these red pill, again, herpes, burning dick, you know the ones, right? They know that women having sex, casual sex, is actually bad for them, but they're still doing it. So, you know, these same men, they go podcast to podcast to shout and say like, yeah, you know, women keep having so much casual sex and it's destroying the modern day and stuff, but they're still doing it. Think about how fucked up that is. That the next time, like, I'm hoping that someone ends up interviewing one of these men. I'm hoping that, you know, the interviewer of the podcaster will look at them and say like, are you an evil man? And of course, the degenerate, burning dick, herpes guy will say, no, I'm a traditional man. I'm a high-value man. Pass me the cigar, bro. But these men know the damage they're doing. They know that women who have casual sex are hurt by it. And not only are they indulging in that and essentially damaging more women, which makes them evil, but they're encouraging more men to do it. You see, these men will tell you that you should be a degenerate too, that you should strive to have a burning sensation when you urinate. These same men will try and get you to do this. Evil men, evil. And yet these same evil men will portray themselves as like God's gift to man, and you know, these are high value men and they're traditional men and they're really helping women, but they're actually making the problem of the dating market worse. You know, these same guys, they go podcast to podcast talking about male loneliness when they're screwing all the women that you could have been dating. They don't give a fuck about your loneliness. They don't care about you. They don't care about the women they may be harming. They're going podcast to podcast, living their life, trying to funnel you into their little program so that you can give them more money and feed their lifestyle so they can buy more shades and smoke the cigar and wear the fucking sunglasses indoor looking like dickheads. That's what they're here for. It's not for purpose. It's not for mission to help men or anything. It's all make-believe. This is why you may have seen recently, if you're in this space, that all of these degenerate red pill men, the ones with the herpes, the ones with the burning dicks, they've all recently been saying, like, speaking ill of the red pill. They're all red pilled. Red pill means like you have this kind of, this view of the world that the dating market is going to shit and that we should essentially like become more sort of like alpha masculine men and that we should be able to sleep with as many women as possible. And I was red pilled for a long time thinking that was the right way to live. These are all red pill men who are now pretending not to be red pilled. I saw one of these guys who was on a podcast and he was asked about the red pill, and this red pilled man, when he was asked about the red pill, his physical expression was, oh, no, I'm not red pill. But you know, a man can sleep with women and women can't sleep with... Just shut up, bro. Just say you're a fucking evil, dirty degenerate. Just say it. Just admit it so someone can at least have some respect for you, so you can at least be a little bit honest. I don't trust any of these guys. They will not lead you to a good place. They'll hype you up by saying that money and muscles will get you women. And the thing is, it will, but it will get you the worst kind of women. It will get you the women who are attracted to these like superficial things. These women aren't attracted to your consciousness. They're not attracted to your deep being. They're attracted to something that you've built, which could be taken away. They're not the kind of women that you want to attract, but yet those are the kind of women that these men are attracting. It's purely just like a numbers game. It's a shallow game. It's what you'd expect from men who are stuck in the matrix that they speak so fucking ill of. All of these men are still part of the rat race. They're just king of the rats. They might be wealthy wearing the suits, but they're still rats and they're making you a rat. You see, overcoming the rat race is not about making more money. Anyone who says that to you is fucking lying and trying to sell you something and keep you stuck inside the matrix and everything. You don't escape the matrix by making money. Money is part of the fucking matrix. Of course it is. You don't escape it by making money, by building more material success and sleeping with some random degenerate women. You escape it through spirituality. You escape it through not needing the material success. It saddens me that young men will spend, like a lot of men, millions of our men, of men in our generation, millions of them are being led astray right now by these dirty degenerates. Millions of our brothers are being led astray to go and live like degenerates. And you know why this is worse? Why this gets me emotional? Because they're going to hurt the women that we could have had in our lives. These same degenerate men and also their followers are going to try and fuck your future wife, and they're going to use all the host of tactics that they can think of. They're going to get the six-pack, they're going to take the pictures, they're going to message your future wife, they're going to go and cold approach her, making money and, posting the picture of the Rolex, and hopefully your future wife is too smart and intelligent to be like attracted by that, but maybe she's not, because, the influence is on her. So how interesting is that the saviors of men these days, all these dirty degenerates, they're actually making the problem so much worse. So much worse. It's absolutely crazy. I'm not the savior. I am not like the messenger, like the ultimate guy who's going to save us from this. But what I have realized is the truth. I have realized the kind of people who will help fix the problem with the dating market. It is not the dirty, red pill, degenerate, materialistic men. It is not Andrew Tate or any of those guys. It is not. They pretend like they care about you. They don't. They're making the problem worse. The real solution to this problem of the dating market, the real solution to men's loneliness is not more money, more muscle. It's none of that shit. It is spirituality. And to start, you must study the book, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. If you read that book 100 times over the next few years, you will truly realize how to fix the problem of the dating market. Within a year, you'll already have fixed the problem of your sort of love life. And soon you'll be starting to be to wonder how to fix the problem of every other guy's love life, because so many guys are so lonely, so many women are so hurt and so depressed, and everyone's so fucking lonely. And it's because of men like this. It's because of influencers, these modern day male influencers who are telling young men to go and shag anything that they can get their hands on. And I was one of these guys. Not only was I the guy doing it, doing the act, but I was also one of these little fucking red pill influencers telling young men to go and build the attractive body so you can go and fuck as many women as possible. So I know firsthand, guilty as fucking charged. But I saw the truth, I saw the light, and I realized just how wrong this was. You saw my channel, my business explode. You saw that we were gaining 10,000 subscribers a day when I was giving out this message of here's how to get girls, here's how to text girls, here's the red pill way of things. You should act like an alpha male, like Tate style talk. I was gaining such a fast business till eventually I realized I'm giving up my fucking soul and purpose for this. I'm creating a new generation of degenerates. I'll sacrifice some of the little Instagram, YouTube subscriber validation if it means not creating a new horde of little dirty men of sending our generation down the wrong path. Bro, fly keeps landing on me. It's a very sad state that we're in. That these men are seen as the height of masculinity. They don't know shit. And please remember this. Everything that they say is carefully articulated to make you believe that they're on your side. They don't give a fuck about you. They're literally sleeping with the woman who could be your future wife with no remorse, with a smile on their face. And then they're telling their followers to fuck your future wife as well. Now you're understanding why I'm getting a little bit pissed off on you. And the worst of all, these guys are then acting like they're the good people. These guys are the ones who are helping men. Fucking degenerates. Next time you see a podcast with one of these guys, just imagine that pros and cons list that I taught you about in this video. The pros and cons of cheating on your girl / hooking up with lots of girls. The cons is that massive list, and the pros is literally just ejaculation. It'll make you look at these men in a different way when you realize that they're literally just monkeys. They're just fucking chimps. They're little cavemen, little simpletons. Ejaculation, that's what their life has amounted to. Whole red pill space, whole men's influencer space, such a fucking joke. And I'm very glad that like things are slightly starting to change, and a lot of like the viewers are picking up on this and realizing that these degenerates are actually making the problem worse. And you see like Fresh and Fit getting called out all the time, and Tate went viral, and he's like a sort of a hit and miss. A lot of his message is good, but it is sort of confused with a lot of like bullshit degenerate speak as well. But men are coming to their senses now, and women are as well, and realizing that more of the real like spiritual love, the more of like the traditional values are better. And these are not traditional men. Remember, traditional men get married and have children. These aren't traditional men. They'll act like it, they'll dress like it, they'll talk like it, talking about traditional masculinity. Yeah, I've got to provide for her, bro. They'll pretend to be like that because it makes them seem more wholesome. They're not traditional. How is it traditional to cheat on your fucking wife? How is that like a old school way of doing things? It's like, that's fucking horrible. I haven't wanted to make this video because I don't like YouTube beef. I don't do it. Anytime I've been in like YouTube beef before, I usually play like this sort of backseat where I don't even want to engage in it. It's just fucking like, it's very insecure and childish for me to argue with another man on the internet, not even directly, just like, like making little gossip videos about them. But I think that this has went too far. The influence that these dirty men have over the youth is far too high, and they're using their power for evil, for wrong. But the worst part is like that they're not even honest with it. If they were just looking at you and saying, yep, I'm a degenerate, yep, I'm an evil guy, but I want to get my nut, I want to ejaculate, fair enough. There's at least a level of honesty, but they won't say that. They're acting like they're not those men. They're acting like they are the saviors of men. They're acting like they're trying to help men with loneliness and sadness, when they're making it worse for you. They're making it worse. If they really cared about you, they'd get married and stop fucking more women, and they'd stop telling their followers to fuck more women too. If they really cared about you, but they won't. They can pretend to become a Muslim like a lot of these fucking guys are doing. They can pretend to become more traditional. They can talk however they want on these little podcasts that they go on. They're not doing this for you. They're doing this for their own good. They all sell you fucking programs. They tell you that money is the best way to attract women. And by the way, I've got a fucking program that teaches you how to make money. When again, think about how illogical that is, that if you attract a woman with money, she's got to be unintelligent. She's got to be like a stupid, degenerate, horrible woman. If she's not attracted to you as you are. And people, like guys might call me blue pill now, but this isn't blue pill or red pill. This is literally just realizing what femininity and masculinity actually is. God forbid that you continue watching their content. Hopefully by now you've been watching this entire video. You probably kind of agree with the message I'm saying. But there's so many guys who literally like just like little like bots, like robots, like parrots. They would have gotten like a minute into this video, and when they heard me disagree with some of these like high value men, they would have just thought, no, see, Hamza's like, no, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, those red pill guys, they wear a shirt. Yeah, see, they smoke a cigar. Yeah, they've got lung cancer. Yeah, I'll go follow one of them instead because I might get me some stinky hole too. Think about that. It's like the height of their life. All what it's for is for stinky hole. It's just for pussy. That's it. And I'm calling this stinky hole because it's like, it's not for like a good woman. It's not for the woman they want to be with. It's literally for like the girl that they meet in the club, which is gonna have like a stinky pussy after they bring her back home. She's been fucked by some other guy like a few days ago, and all these guys will be speaking about, yeah, like, oh yeah, I've got really high standards for girls, bro. It's like, no, you don't. A rapper just fucked her yesterday. There's still like little bits of like fucking semen there, and you're having sex with her. I don't eat box, bro. I don't pay for box, bro. It's like, you've just worked 12-hour days for like 7 years to get this, bro. Is that? Oh man. I don't trust any of these guys. Not a single one of them. I don't believe they're worth our trust. I don't believe they're worth our support. I don't believe that they're genuine. I think that as soon as they mark my words, they'll make their money and they'll disappear. Guarantee it. They'll make their money and they'll disappear. Every single one of them. They've outwardly said this as well. Their plan has always been to get really famous, to get all the status, to get the Instagram followers, make a bunch of money, and then they'll want to disappear. They weren't here to be the saviors of men, to help men with loneliness and to fix the problems with the dating market. They were here to get theirs. They were here just to like amplify their own status and success so that they can just sleep with more women. And they know the words to say on social media, especially on podcasts, to pop off and get more views. And so that's why they say that. It's not for you. It's not for your help. It's not to help you cultivate love. It's to get them more views on social media. That's why they do what they do. You're a fool if you continue to watch male influencers. And one by one, you are seeing, I guarantee this, you are seeing one by one, they're being called out like crazy. They're slowly, you're seeing them almost retract a lot of their messages. You're seeing red pill guys who've been talking about pickup artistry and, fucking loads of girls. You're seeing every single one of them now, conveniently just convert to Islam and just start saying, yeah, Islam's the way, bro. Yeah, 4 wives, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. You're a degenerate. You can say that you've become a Muslim. They're still fucking girls, privately. They're still fucking the girls. They're telling you that they're Muslim now. They're still fucking when you're not, when they're not posting on social media. They're still drinking. They're still partying. They're still doing all the haram shit. And they're convincing all the Muslims that yeah, see, I'm one of you guys. Please give me support. Horrible, dirty men. And what a shame that they've infiltrated our space. What a shame that young guys who are actually trying to improve themselves, young guys who are actually trying to become men of character, men of value, are being contaminated with their message. What a shame that how many hours have you spent watching these disgusting podcasts and these episodes and every tape podcast that's come out? Oh, but he got me into the gym, bro. Yeah, sure. You learn something. This is what I saw a criticism post of one of these guys. I think it was about Tate, where he said, the reason why he was able to blow up is because he did say some things which are absolutely true. Young guys are struggling, that going to the gym is good. But then it's mixed with so much extra degeneracy that it's it's very hard to kind of support him, as much as you could do. So you might have gotten some of the good habits by following these guys, and that's awesome. 100% there's a phrase which says keep what's valuable, discard the rest, or something. 100% do that. If Tate is motivated you to go to the gym, that's sweet, that's awesome. But I hope that he hasn't motivated you to eventually cheat on your future wife and to commit such a act of degeneracy just so you can experience more ejaculation, instead of becoming a man of character, a superior man. If this video has really resonated with you and you want to be around more men who have this kind of character and values, more men who are on the path to becoming a superior man, a spiritual man, Adonis School is the place. That's where I speak a lot more about these sort of deeper spirituality things for men to realize their purpose and to actually do the right things to attract a beautiful feminine woman. That's the top link in the description. You can go click that right now. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.